Hey lovelies, you're welcome back to reviews and recaps. So I wasn't able to do the live show for Love Marriage Huntsville as we usually do on Mondays because I was out of town and time difference and all that good stuff. Anyways, so because of that, I'll be doing a slightly different thing where I will just be giving you like a review and a recap of the Love Marriage Huntsville season 6 episode 30 recap or review or whatever, right? So that's what I'm going to be doing. If you're new to this channel, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. I do commentary on reality TV show. I like to own in on psychological stuff as well, behavior, that sort of thing. And so yeah, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I also cover topics relating to reality TV shows and all things in between. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for making me or bringing us to 1,000+ subscribers. That's amazing. Like one of the goals that I set for myself was that I wanted to hit the 1,000 subscriber mark before the end of the year. And you guys helped me do that even early on before the end of the year. So I really, really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you so much for the love. Now let's get into today's video. Okay, so the episode started with them doing team building exercises, right? Now, they are doing something called a trust fall, right? So everyone catches a partner that they has some sort of trust issues with, and it's meant to be something to build trust. Okay, now Melody is being asked to do a trust fall with Martell. Can you believe that? Now, if you guys recall from the previous episodes, Melody said, if we're doing any activities, please don't pair me up with Martell. Please don't. And they're like, yeah, they understand. But now you must do the trust fall with Martell. Okay, cool. Now, I'm not going to give Nell and Chris too much flack on that because it may be production led. So I'm not going to do too much on them. Although I do think it is a bit of a madness to be expecting this woman to catch a man that has tried to put out revenge pee out on her. That is horrible. That is not right. So let's cut it out. But anyway, whatever the case may be, I love that Melody did not engage. Instead, she was like, I trust the ground more than I trust Martell, and she fell to the ground. I was absolutely here for it. I'm like, yes, Melody, yes. Because Martell is on some BS. So please make sure you trust that ground. Because Martell, anyone is more trustworthy than that man, in my opinion. Okay? Before anyone comes for me. This is my opinion. You're on my channel. I say my opinion. And on this channel, we're respectful. So if you want to disagree, go ahead and disagree in the comment section. We don't bite. You can have different views, but that's just my opinion. Okay? All right. So it was like quite interesting. I didn't really like the whole trust fall thing with Martell and Melody, but Tisha and Stormi also had to catch each other, and Stormi was like there. She looks like she even had open arms to try and catch Tisha, but Tisha did not trust Stormi. She was not going to fall into Stormi's hands. I was like, okay, girl, all right. So Kiki showed up. We have a Kiki. Kiki showed up to the gym, and the whole energy in the place was different. It was like you could cut the tension with a knife. That was how intense it was for me watching it. Did you guys feel that way? Like, let me know in the comment section below. Because I was watching that and I just kept thinking like, girl, it is giving like awkward high school. Like, it's like, ooh, the girl no one likes walked in, and it's like, the prodigal child walked in. That's what it was given to me. Anyway, so Nell basically told the group why she invited Kiki, and that Kiki was here to apologize for causing disruption at the last barbecue that they did, right? So Kiki used the opportunity to apologize to, well, Maurice and Kimmi for that happening in their house, and also apologized to Tisha for throwing the drink in her face. So Tisha is like, she accepts her apology, but then Tisha walked out of the room and she was feeling like a bit betrayed that Kiki was invited without like no one giving her a heads up. So Nell saw this whole thing happening. She was really upset. And she basically like asked Kiki to leave. But Kiki was like, I ain't going nowhere. Kiki was not willing or ready to go anywhere. I was like, all right, girl. Okay, do your thing. And then things start getting a bit heated between Martell and Marsau. So I'm just thinking like, how did that even happen? Like, it just felt like it just escalated really, really quickly. So the whole thing escalates. Martell starts talking about how Melody cheated on him first and then he cheated back. This is the thing. Martell is obsessed with rewriting history. Martell is obsessed with coming out looking like the good guy. You are not the good guy. You cheated on your wife and had a baby. There is no world where you will come out looking like the good guy. It's just not possible. It really isn't. And I hope that he gets that into his thick skull. Because it's like you're obsessed with reconstructing history like we didn't see it with our own eyes. We didn't see your behavior. We didn't hear about you trying to put our revenge pee out of your own mouth. It's like, why are you obsessed with rewriting history? That is my issue. Like, the problem with Martell, and this is why he doesn't grow, is because he constantly refuses to take accountability. He really doesn't take accountability. He doesn't. I'm like, just take accountability for your part. But no. Instead, you will keep on lying on this woman about her cheating when you were the one that cheated and got caught. Seriously. You got caught. You got caught multiple times. It's not even a one-time thing. You kept leaving your marriage to go interact with someone you called a peasant. But you want us to have sympathy for you and say your ex-wife cheated first. No, sir, we don't believe it. Because the truth is, if she cheated first, you would have dragged her for filth. Every time she was saying to you, you should have kept your penis in the household, you would have said, you should have kept your vajayjay in the household too. But you did not say it because it did not exist. But now you feel like the bad guy, which you should feel like. And now you are obsessed with trying to clarify, trying to correct that. But you look stupid doing it every single time. And you look obsessed. It looks terrible. It's not looking good for you, bro. It really isn't. And so I hope that you will wake up and finally accept that and own your part. When you truly own your part is when changes, when you would get grace from the audience. It's not that people cannot have grace for people who have done something wrong. People have grace for people who have done something wrong, who acknowledge they've done something wrong and take steps to do differently. But you haven't. You continue to do the same things that you've been doing since season 1. And that is why no one is checking for you, Martell, in my opinion. Okay. So let's talk about Nell and Martell for a second. Nell and Martell were going back and forth. Martell was raising his voice at Nell, and little buddy Chris Fletcher sat there and was watching. No, sir. That is unacceptable. That is why you step in and say, You cannot speak to my wife like that. We don't do them things. Instead, he just sat there and stood there and let his wife get checked by this man. I almost lost my voice in annoyance. Right? It's annoying. So, of course, he kept going on about them not checking Melody for cheating on Martell. And everyone, I was just like, what the hell? Yet again. So now is basically forced into a corner where she's like, do you know what? Melody, did you cheat on Martell? Did you cheat on Martell? I'm tired of him saying that. Did you cheat on Martell? And Melody was like, no, I didn't. Let me be clear. When I found out he was cheating, I left the house. I moved out. I got an apartment. I separated from him. And then I was talking to other people because to me it was done. There was no reconciliation. This is the thing. This woman moved out. If she did not move out and she was living under the same roof, then I'll be like, okay, it's a bit of a sticky situation. But she moved out. She moved out of the house completely. She was not going to take Martell back, but he begged and begged and begged, and she reconciled with him. So no, you cannot say she was cheating. She was not. Let's be clear. It's like Martell wants blind loyalty. You want a faithful partner, but you yourself are not faithful. How does that make you make sense? Shout out to make it make sense. But make it make sense. It doesn't. It does not. So that really, really aggravated me, I will say. Every time Martell is on the screen, it aggravates me because he does not take accountability and always constantly shifts accountability. Like, it's hard to ever be on Martell's side because he doesn't make it easy for himself. Okay, not that I want to be on his side. I'm just saying, no one can be on his side. His side is the side of foolery. Anyway, in my opinion. Okay. So after saying this, Kimmi had the audacity to say in her confessionals that she feels like everyone needs to take accountability for their parts, almost insinuating that Melody cheated as well. And I'm like, Mama, this is the thing about you. If you're saying that, then you were messing with Maurice whilst he was married to Kiowa. So you were a side chick who was messing with a married man. So you were committing adultery. Let's say it. If we're gonna say it, let's say it. Okay. So you take accountability for that and for being a side chick, in my opinion. Okay. Leave the rest of people. Leave things you don't understand to what you don't understand. Okay. Leave it. Now, this is where I will say that I like how Stormi stood up for the truth in this situation. She was saying to Martell, you keep trying to change what has happened. You keep trying to change what has happened. You cheated. You had a baby. It doesn't matter. And she left you. It is not cheating. She left you. She moved on. And then you fought to get her back. And she came back. So what does that have to do with her cheating? She did not. That is not cheating. And I love that she said that because it felt like Tisha and Kimmi were on the side of Martell on this issue. As usual, they are always going to defend Martell. At this point, just say you want Martell. Because I don't understand. Even Melody was talking about the fact that she was seeing divorce lawyers at this time. So, like, I don't really understand what why everyone is acting so, like, shocked. Like, oh my God, like, you cheated. She was done. But anyway, it is what it is. So There was also something that did come up about Melody inviting Kiki to the group trip, and knowing that Kiki was going to come and didn't give Tisha a heads up. So of course Tisha was saying that she was upset, blah blah blah. When that's not the reality of what happened, Melody clarified that she was not aware that Kiki was invited. All she did, well, she didn't even clarify that, or at least they didn't show us that, but they showed us a clip of her talking to Kiki, and she said, if you want to come, you're going to have to speak to Nell, and that's her decision, something along those lines. So yeah, that was pretty much what happened on that front. And so finally the group decided to go horseback riding. Kiki was still there. She was basically just in the background. And after they did like the horseback riding, they had dinner, and they were like around the bonfire with a couples therapist basically. So they start talking about like the problems they're having in the group, and Marsau was basically saying that he feels like it's not yet time to forgive Kiki and whatnot. What is interesting is that Stormi also spoke up here and said that she feels like they're treating Kiki like the prodigal child, and someone, yes, she's done something wrong, she's apologized, but like it's like, why do they keep singling Kiki out? Which is definitely fair enough. I agree with her on that. Like, yes, it's not right to pour a drink in your cousin's face. Yes, it's not right to do all of the things that Kiki has done. But I feel like I also don't like the way she's been treated at times. So I definitely hear that. But also I understand not wanting to be around someone who poured a drink in your face. I'm just saying. So, I do not fault Tisha and Marsau for that at all. But anyway, that was where the episode ended. Let me know what you guys thought of this episode, and also what would you rate this episode? Let me know in the comment section below. I would give it a 6. And the reason I'll give it a 6 is because we're still talking about Melody cheating or not cheating, and it's like, it's annoying that they keep, Martell in particular keeps trying to rewrite history like we didn't see it ourselves. And so I was frustrated in relation to that. Also, I feel like I did not like a lot of things. I did not like that Martell was getting hella disrespectful to Nell. No one stepped in, not even her husband, not even producers. No one stepped in. That is unacceptable. Martell is unhinged. Production needs to do something about it, and they're not doing anything about it. So I don't like that. That's why I'm going to give it a 6. And also, I feel like not much happened in this episode, to be completely honest with you. It just felt like a screaming match, and I did not really enjoy that. So 6 it is. But let me know in the comment section what you guys think about it and what you would rate it. Please make sure you like this video, share with a friend, and make sure you hit that subscribe button. And I will see you guys later. Bye.